What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're back with Deliver Us the Moon. It's been a crazy weekend with Dude Awakenings, so now we're back with more daily Deliver Us the Moon. We will be continuing again tomorrow with another episode in case we don't get to the end of the game in this one. Now we're looking for Frank. He has the code to the next area.
All Copernicus 1 colonists, this is an evacuation. The reactor at Tombow has suffered a critical malfunction. We're here to evacuate you to Copernicus Moon Hub.
Whoa, calm down. Who sent you?
We're here on official orders of the Lunar Council.
The Lunar Council? Frank, do you see anything strange happening across the MPT network?
I've got nothing out of the ordinary. Tombow seems fine to me.
Perhaps you could explain a bit more first.
This is for your own safety. The situation will be explained by the Council when all colonists arrive at Moon Hub.
So, MacArthur calls the shots now, huh?
We don't have time for this. Just take them.
What? Get your hands off me!
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. We're progressing to stage 2. Outpost crew and the package are on their way to Moon Hub. We didn't receive any word from the others at Reinhold, though.
Good work, Evac. Wait for them to pass Outpost 1. Contact me again when the second evacuation crew arrives. Over and out.
So we know Frank was originally next to the crew quarters, and then he was taken roughly right here in front of us where all the footsteps are. So it's gotta be somewhere within this area. So as you guys can see, Frank Wilson is one of the people who live inside of this sleeping quarters, which we need a key to. So somewhere around here has to be in a sticky note, or someone's going to forget, so they're going to write it down. So if you missed last episode, basically we relined the dishes over inside the moon. We were able to get this really cool moon rover and drive around. We saw that there was some sort of Hollywood movie shoot being filmed. But then now we're in this extra area, theoretically being able to power the MPT.
Pearson Station Engineer Sarah Baker again. I traveled to this outpost from Moon Hub, where I was sent to investigate the blackout together with my expedition partner. Moon Hub was completely deserted when we arrived, and we were unable to bring the MPT back online. We got separated and lost contact. I'm traveling towards Tombow alone to continue my investigation. The only lead I have is that something has happened at the reactor facility. The entrance to the monorail station here is blocked, so I'll have to find another way to cross the landscape. It's worth a shot.
So are we currently ahead of where she is? Because we haven't actually got to the point where the place is blocked, unless she cleared the path for us, and that's why we're able to progress. Obviously, Frank theoretically has the code, so that's going to be the main point of interest for us. Okay, so we can scan her tire. Lunar Explorer Maintenance Manual. Inside the manual, changing tires, attaching and detaching your ASE, exchanging batteries, fault finding, and more. But we are going to have to chop that up. Can we move the stick? Yeah, there we go. Should be able to cut into the pipe, use the ASE, it will be good. Let's see here. The real question is, are we able to shoot that far? Ran out of power in the suit. Alright, there you go, little buddy. Time for your own stealth mission. So it is extremely dark in here, and you're just basically going to hold one direction and hope that you're managing to go the right way. Which it seems like every now and then we'll come across another vent, and then we'll be sort of assured that we are. Looks like right here we're able to go up and around. I have no clue how we managed to find our way through that. So basically you just had to keep holding W and eventually you got to like a part where you could start seeing like actual textures, and that's how you knew you were going the right way. So it looks like the door code is 1881. Though I think we're able to actually power it on right here, right? So now we'll just get back up top. Yeah, so basically you shoot the tunnel open and then you're going to slowly just push forward. You're able to look out the side of the vents every now and then you go up. Then from there it's... I wish I had a better way of actually telling you how to do it, but it seems like it was just pure luck to actually get to a point where you could see where you were going. Because little drone doesn't have the scan feature, so you can't like highlight things. He doesn't have a little headlight. Alright, so 1881. Hi, Edgar. Everything alright over at the Reinhold? You asked me to let you know about MacArthur and Johnson. Would travel down to the Thomberg again. They just passed the station and should be at the Thomberg soon. Hope this helps with whatever you're trying to do. Frank! That's good, very good. There's a pattern. I'm close to bringing it to light. Just need some final answers. Frank, it's happening. I knew it! Those Monorail trains left Thomberg, and one's headed to the Huygens. The other two are going to the Moon Hub. The first Moon Hub train should arrive at your station soon enough, but the second won't get there until some answers. The key? This is the key, Frank. The key to understanding what the Council has been planning for so long. I'm so close! Alright, immediately order. Frank, do you have the code? Moonman, Dawn of the Colony. Executed. Exhausted but determined by the... Exhausted but determined by the astronaut falls an old friend of the trail as the search across the moon continues. In a remote outpost, he discovers evidence of the dubious plans with a far-reaching consequence. They had a light right there that was kind of blinding on the newspaper, so we had to read it that way. So the only thing that we haven't quite figured out yet, Mr. Frank, unless the code is 1881. So we can collect that for some reason, like it's something important. Monorail door. Or manual maintenance check. Okay, so offline no incoming MPT signal from the Thomberg facility. Offline performance manual maintenance check. Alright, so the maintenance room should be unlocked. Now I don't think that we've actually run into any other like rooms that were blocking us though. This is maybe upstairs.
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. Helium package and Copernicus Outpost 1 personnel have arrived in Moon Hub, sir. Evac crew 2 is still nowhere in sight, though. We've been trying to reach them, but we're getting no response at all. How should we proceed?
Seal the door and make your way to Moon Hub. Fuel needs to be in place before we arrive with the Tomboy evacuees.
Sir, the other crew won't make it in time if I do that. They'll miss the launch.
They know what they signed up for. Seal the door, now.
Yes, sir.
So he's the one who got everybody killed. Alright, little buddy, looks like it's time for your mission again. Alright, so we have a lot of random spaghetti wires here, so I guess let's power it on and see what happens first. I assume blue is good. So this one controls 2 though. Alright, so we need to trace out the wires, so I believe it's this one over here in the far left should control 1 and 3. So now we need one that controls 2 and 3. It's got that dude. This one's still connected to number 1, but I believe the one right here in the middle should give us the power that we need. So if we come over to this terminal, he also goes to number 2. So we're just like slowly working the red all the way down. And then we'll have number 4. So we almost need 1 and 3 to be faulted before, and then we'll get the first one fixed. All right, there we go. So now we just need one that connects both 2 and 3. That should be all of them, right? So basically, we walked down the line here. We did all 4 of these. That's faulted number 4. And then we went back to number 2. That turned both of the middle ones red. And then from there, we were able to turn number 1 back on. That flipped 1 and 4 back to blue. Then we came over here to the third one, and that's going to power 2 and 3. And both of those got turned on to turn blue. So now that'll power the monorail station part, which I assume we'll just have to go... Ooh. So we got that up and running, so let's head back over to the console here. Run the maintenance diagnostics. Alright, so that's already good. So we still have no incoming MPG signal from the Thomborg facility, so we still need to figure out how to actually rotate the dish over to this. Well, that looks fancy. Something clearly went on. Now we have this little big giant dish tower. I believe that we're going to have to go down to it eventually and actually open it. So it might be time to exit the facility. I assume my little drone can't do anything since we powered everything on already, so let's like try to exit the facility and see if we can actually get inside the dish. Then we'll circle back around. So I think right now that everything's powered on since we came through here, it's just it's not actually aimed at the correct station. Alright, so we just had word from HQ. It turns out that we just have to leave the station now that everything's powered on. We'll go back over to the reactor room, and then we should be able to get everything up and running. I was saying that we had to angle the dish, but our next objective is just to leave the area. Now we're doing all this, but we still don't necessarily know, like, is anyone even going to be alive by the time we have everything connected? Being chased by an alien. What was that noise?
Tombo track access denied. Communication with closest base operator offline. Consult operator on arrival in Rhinold Crater Base.
Being denied.
Warning.
Little buddy, we might have an issue.
Tracks to avert fatal collision.
I was not expecting that. Alright, so now that we know that there's QTEs, I was looking down, speaking to the little robot, and the next thing you know, we were dead.
Denied. Communication with closest base operator offline. Consult operator on arrival in Rhinold Crater Base.
Alright, so what on earth happened at this place?
Combo track Unlocked. Switch tracks to avert fatal collision. Tracking successful.
Alright, so you gotta pay attention just in case we gotta swap tracks again.
Warning, obstruction detected. Switch tracks to avert fatal collision. Monorail velocity critical. Activate brakes to slow down.
Put your back into it! So, no more monorails? No oxygen! What on earth happened at this place? Alright, so we have another door that we can actually open. So we have some sort of maintenance hatch? Yeah. Always good when you find an engineering symbol. Clearly you're going the right way. I should have walked over here first. Alright, so I have more oxygen. Which is fine, but... Oh! I get what you're saying, okay. So we take the dead power cell, we put this on the ground, then we put the new one in. Then I assume the ASE is probably going to have to like fully initialize the system. Or not. Alright, so we'll drink our liquid oxygen. That's powered that door on. I assume we're going to have to get to the other side of this. Okay, so I guess you're not able to go through that area, so we're going to have to find a different route. Unless that turns it off? Oh, you know what? Well, first off, let's see. Does that actually open up this door? So that door is still blocked off, but I think if we come around over here... So we'll do that, power you back on. Now we're surviving. Somewhat.
Any word from evac crew 1 or MacArthur?
Nothing. Communication's dead.
What the hell is going on? All power in the tracks is off as well.
I don't know, let's be quick. We have to get to Moon Hub with that helium before MacArthur and the evacuees arrive.
We'll split up. You get a report on the tracks and look for a way to repower the monorail platforms. I'll find the operator to board the train for evac. Let's go.
Wait up. There he is. Window at your 6 control center.
I have eyes on it. Go check on the train. I'll take care of this.
So we have someone stalking them. Interesting. Alright, so we got that door that's turned off currently, so obviously we're going to be floating up the stairs to see if we can power up this area, and then that door will open.
Hey! Hey, you there! A malfunction has occurred at the Tombow facility. We're here to evacuate you to Copernicus Moon Hub. Train got stranded at the station, though. How can we get the tracks powered again? We're in a rush.
Why are you here? Have you been watching me with that thing? Are you going to the domes? At Huygens? Everywhere.
Colonists, we're here for your safety. Official orders of the Lunar Council.
Especially the council.
Hey, come in.
Most of all that
I got bad news.
McCarthy.
We're not gonna get a run-in. Any luck up there?
Always watching in the
No,
shadows.
just a nut job.
Moving
Quit the
closer.
riddles, old man. How can we get to Moon Hub ASAP?
If the trains are out, you have to take the Beetles. They'll carry you across. If you get out of the crater at all, of course. The sands are rough out here. Broke a lot of beetle legs trying to cross those. But there's a path. There used to be one. I know it. Driven it many times.
The rovers. Get back inside. I found something. Bring the package.
So is he talking about the ground vehicles as the Beatles? Alright, so diagnose. They will connect to MPG network. MPG pillar 01 on line to the Reinhold. Station power is insufficient for long distance control. Access moon surface through the vehicle bay. This one we're going to have to drive and then drop down, it looks like. Alright, what else do we have inside this room? Is that it? Yeah. So we have another airlock. I assume we'll be able to do that whenever we actually like move the radar dish back on.
Evac 2 to Evac 1, come in. We need to transport the helium to Moon Hub by rover, since we're not going to get the train running before the MPT shuts down. Evac 1, come in. Do you copy? Damn it. What are you laughing about? For the first time, I know everything. No more secrets. And all it took was one little switch. That was it all along.
Don't mind him. Let's get out of here.
I just had to see what you were up to. And now I know. Just for the fuel. Helium-3. A ticket out of here. You stranded up here?
Just leave him. He's not worth it. We've got to go.
Simply a flick of the switch. And you did the rest. You have no idea what you've got yourself mixed up in. And what you've put at risk. ASCL-30.
Don't.
Activate crowd control protocol.
No!
Does he have like full control over his spacesuit or something? Alright, so we got both of those. Now the only problem is I'm not actually seeing a way to remove the spikes there. It automatically moves us, that's what we were watching, okay. Now he said something about there's been several paths where the Beetle's legs break, so we gotta watch out for that too. So I guess let's check to this red one first and see like why it's red compared to the other one. So I believe last time it was all blue that we had to go to. Or is red because it's insufficient power? Maybe we can't actually go to that one yet. Alright, to the blue one. So there's a crazy nut job. We have some sort of like corrupt people. What on earth is happening in this area? And we're assuming that everyone on Earth is either surviving or completely wiped out. We left Earth, everyone sounded like they were in a terrible disaster, and we haven't really heard back from like anybody in a long time. I'm assuming that this is going to be like the other facilities, so we should be able to have a relative decent idea on how to actually operate it. Seems safe enough. Now, if we hadn't ever found that drone or the laser torch, I have no clue how we would have survived. Which is kind of crazy since those two things were just like randomly found along the way. If we never found that, I think our guy would have been dead a long time ago. Because he never would have had oxygen. So he didn't really come up prepared at all whenever we went up to the top of the moon, or the space station. Well, everything seems safe. We have 2 minutes. Ouch. Okay, so the ones on the ground you're supposed to either jump or wait. Gotcha. I was wondering what we were supposed to do there. I thought the one side had stopped and I thought it would be safe. We have 1:33. Nearly made it to the top of this one. As soon as you get to the seat though, basically you're safe. Now is this just going to align to the other tower there and it'll work? If not, we're still not entirely sure why that one was red. Man, this one got offline quite a bit. So we can power that facility, and then that facility should be able to connect there, and hopefully it'll work in like a series or something that way it'll actually like connect that way. If not, we're going to have to come back to this facility. Welding wire might be required. 3 minutes. Alright, so we're just going to have to take a shortcut. We're going to assume this beetle can take the beating. So not only do you have a suit timer, you're going to have to get all the way... Is this facility like tilting? Losing precious time. Run! Minute 54. We got oxygen in this place somehow, so I mean that's good. 40. Barely avoided those. We have a minute. I think we might actually make it. Assume that we can actually land this in under a minute. $50 seconds. $40 seconds. We did it! I believe we did it. We just die? We survived. Malfunction, though. A terrible disaster. Come on, little buddy. You might have to take it all the rest of the way if we don't make it. 20 seconds. Hit the button! Woo. Plenty of time. No need to freak out. Imagine doing all that, and then we come back up top and we find out since that tower fell over, it doesn't actually count. I believe, though, it was just a matter of transferring the power to, like, the different stations. So the further one, like, transferred all of its power to the broken one, and the broken one powered this facility up. Possibly. Track is online.
They evacuated? No, this can't be right. They can't just leave. The colony will fail without them. And Earth. How could they all be so goddamn selfish? What were they thinking? How can they be so...
Warning. Tombow reactor failing. Outward protocol in effect. Evacuate all facilities.
Yes, I know they evacuated! I know! I know I'm alone.
Tombow reactor capacity at 10%.
It's still going? Alex, we have to go. This would make things right. We could fix this. We can fix this. Just follow the tracks along the pillars. You'll make it to Tombo. You'll make it, Sarah.
Who is she to us?
I'm on my way, Sarah. I'll find you.
So was this mission the entire time to rescue her and it wasn't anything at all to do with humanity? So I thought they originally sent us up there to get everything back online to help Earth. No, our guy seems more concerned about her. Assuming that she's even alive, I don't even know like the difference between when she got up here stranded and when she wasn't.
Ground control to Fortuna 1. I'm not sure if you're still there. The dust storms, they've gotten worse. Everything has. The solution has to be at Tombo. Whether it's the reactor or the MPT transmitter itself, I can't tell. But we're at the end of the line, Rolf. We could use some good news down here. I wish I could help you.
We're about to die again. Didn't look good.
Obstruction detected.
Hang on, little drone. Guess advantages of being in 0G.
Please travel soon.
So, oh, case of emergency. There we go. Part of the plan. Trust the process. Refill. I mean, that's gotta be something, right? This is we need to jump up on top. There we go. So we use it as a ramp. Try it again. So we have 2 minutes of oxygen. Seemed that we had to like cut the track right there or something. We have another oxygen center. Alright, so now we're into the parkour challenge. Ooh, alright, there we go. We got one jump done. Jump number 2 is a success. So we have to jump over to that platform. Cutting it a little bit close, but you know what? It's fine. Then we're dead. Alright guys, well that's going to be for today. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where it looks like we have a parkour challenge to get inside of this facility.